I'm back and I'm here to show you my fridge. And so I want to show you exactly where you need to situate your FridgeSmarts and why you don't necessarily need the drawers that are in your fridge. So depending on how it's set up, you can actually move them completely out, put them on the top of your fridge. If you've got cupboards up there, you can put extra things in them. I actually recycled mine, put them in my recycle bin, got rid of them. I'm going to live here forever, and if my fridge dies, I'm selling a new person FridgeSmarts with it. So I want you to see how it maximizes the space. I have people say to me all the time, like, there's no room in my fridge. There's a lot of room in your fridge. We're just wasting it because we've got like jars or containers that don't actually go all the way to the top, and so we're losing that actual space. So because these containers, you can see there's gaps in between them, there's gaps underneath. That's how the fridge circulates the air, and it's going to be able to go all the way around and make sure that everything stays the exact perfect amount of cold. I had somebody come to visit me once, and of course they went into my fridge, and I've got a lid. My fridge gets really, really cold right at that very back middle spot, and so but the rest of it is all perfect, and so I just kind of makeshifted my own rules and put that there. So I am a huge proponent of keeping all my fruits and vegetables exactly where I need to be. Now, I haven't grocery shopped for at least 4 weeks, so it's getting emptier, but of course I go months between my grocery shop sometimes. So when it's super, super full, I sometimes have containers all in front of this because I have a deeper fridge. You can see the things that I've got in here. Now I've got broccoli and I've got lettuce. I turn mine around because I like to see what's in them. And I was saying you could write on here with a whiteboard marker as well. And many people like to be matchy-matchy, and so of course they put this to the front. You want them to be naked, dirty, and dry. Not washed, not cut, and totally dry. That's going to give them the longest life. If you're a prepper and you wash them or cut them, make sure they are dry before you put them back. When you open the seal and you see all this moisture on, you want to actually get rid of it, okay? So you're going to make sure that you're using an environmentally friendly cloth and get rid of that actual moisture on there. You also want to make sure that there isn't moisture on the sides. And so this lettuce is like coming up on, I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks. I should keep track when FridgeSmarts are on sale. So I'm just going to wipe out some of the actual moisture. You can see in the corner there, there's a little bit pooling. So I'll just like dump that into my actual sink before I go and close it again and put it back. And so my lettuce is half open, half closed because it has not been washed or cut. I have, of course, ripped the butt off the lettuce for it to last. I've got broccoli in here. Now, broccoli is a stinky product, and so the vents totally open because it needs air. So I've got my lettuce, I've got my broccoli. Tomatoes don't actually need to go in the fridge. It actually does something to it. I'm not sure that I remember specifically, but I really like mine cold and they last way longer when I put them in the fridge. So I am a fridge tomato person. After the first couple days, I hide them in there. I've got some cauliflower and a pepper. Because they go in the same category, they can go in the same bin. I like to buy my lemons in bulk. I've got lemons and apples in here. They're both fruit, so they don't need any air, so they can go in the same actual container. We have these ones that they're little. Honestly, they're like useful for basically raspberries and blueberries and not much else, but they're usually a deal when you date a party, and so Carrie is going to have a choice of choosing these as her thank you gift. They're a nice snack size, but I've got my peeled garlic in them in order to keep them. I've got my spinach. My spinach is super old, you guys. Now remember, once you end up with like a funny piece that's not that great, you can add that to eggs. It melts down. It is absolutely perfect. But my spinach is still going strong. I can have that in a salad. Totally, totally edible. There's my spinach. I'm going to show you what else I've got. I'm going to close my fridge for a second. There's my scout bomb beeping. Carrots again with another little random pepper, an orange pepper. Obviously, I've got empty containers because I've been doing demos all month, and so I didn't have my pepper container that is the large that Carrie wants. That's where my peppers normally go in, so I've like shoved them into other random containers. I keep my avocados in the fridge as well. I have some on the counter, and then I keep some in the fridge because they don't ripen at all. And so as soon as the ones on the counter have been eaten, I'll take these out, I'll put them on the counter, and then I will be able to have one. You really got to be smart with your time for that. And of course, the FridgeSmarts say not to put avocados in the FridgeSmarts because they won't ripen, and they just sit there without it. But I put them in here all the time. I got my funny cucumbers. Now I leave cucumbers usually all by themselves. Of course, there's a pepper in here because that's what I've been doing. But these cucumbers are still hard. So totally usable. Once you've cut them up, don't put them with anything else because they sweat from the inside. And then I've got some celery. So my celery is fairly old. It's pretty yellow, but still hard as can be, and crispy. So those are the FridgeSmarts that I have stuck in here. Now, I am out of cheese. That doesn't usually happen in my life, but I am trying super hard to eat what I have. I've got a big deep freeze that's pretty full, and I've got some older kids, but normally I have cheese. That's why I have the one FridgeSmart with a blue lid. Normally I have cheese in quite a big one. So maybe not this size, but the double size where I keep it. I am running out, and so of course my cheese is in a fridge stackable. Now we sell a bunch of these in a new rectangle size instead of oval, and they're the thing that I put like deli meat, I put all my taco seasonings and those sorts of things. So I've got a little bit of cheese that I've already grated that I am keeping in this, but I can't believe I only have that much cheese. Other than that, you'll see my drawer here. I've got my eggs in it, and I've got some dairy stuff in it. So like hummus. Oh, there's more cheese. Hold on, there's more cheese. I just found cream cheese, and I just found brie in other containers in the fridge. But that's how you're going to maximize your actual drawer. So I've got all my fruits and vegetables here. I've got a drink center here with tons and tons of drinks. I've got my leftovers and my plantovers here. This has got like cut up veggies with dip and stuff already ready to go, but not that much so that it doesn't go weird. And then this is my leftover food. Not leftovers, planovers. I plan to have it left over. So that's my fridge. That's where you put your stuff. I wanted you to see.